Hey Collective, welcome to Empress 1111. I'm going to go ahead and get started with Scorpio. The channel message I got for you is shh. Shh. Tell me more. That's what I got. You hear what That's what I heard. Shh. Tell me more. So you're focused on something. You may feel like, because the imagery that I heard, not heard, but what I saw in my third eye was somebody holding a globe, right? This kind of reminds me of the Two of Wands in the original tarot deck, which I do not have, but I literally saw that. And it's almost like you feel like the world is in your hand. Or somebody may feel like you have the world in your hand. But the question is, Scorpio, right? And what I mean by that is it has a lot to do with the fact that maybe you're studying more, maybe you're looking into something a little bit more, maybe you are gaining some sense of understanding about something, how to understand alignment, how to understand certain things when it comes down to the people around you. So it makes you feel like you have the world in your hand. So it's almost like I heard no fingerprints. So it's like you got the world in your hands, but you have no fingerprint. Everybody has fingerprints, of course, right? But in this situation, it's almost like you have the power to say who stays and who goes due to what you know, because knowledge is power, right? Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestor, my highest light, thank you. As we go into Scorpio's energy for Empress 1111, I ask that you block all psychic attack, all evil eye, return it back to symmetry and give it blessed and bliss. Please give us the clear message that we need this time. Put a strong head protection around this energy. Thank you, my wishes. Thank you, my angels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones, to my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit, Ashan, Amen. Yeah, we got the Strength in reverse and Seven of Swords. So, like I said, you're like, shh, tell me more, right? Because you're seeing people's weaknesses, right? And their weakness becomes your strength because you're able to see what people can't see, right? You know another thing I'm getting, Scorpio? I'm getting this thing where you have some people, or it's going to be some people that's going to try to disconnect from either you or someone because they're trying to hide their intentions on what they're trying to do surrounding you. But here, that's their sense of weakening you, right? But if you look at something from a different perspective with the Death in reverse, you going to transform that situation as in what you use to weaken me. I'm going to see that as your weakness. Meaning, they might think the less I get people to acknowledge you, speak to you, see you, or anything like that, the more I can get away with. And you're looking at it as, because I'm looking at the Strength card in reverse. You could be a Leo. You may have Leo placements. But with the Seven of Swords, right? Because I'm looking at the Strength card in reverse and the Seven of Swords. The more I weaken you, the more I can get away with. But this is their weak. You're looking at that as a weakness, right? Because the less people know about you, the less they... Put it this way, less people know, the less people know, right? confirmation. Meaning, while they're trying to weaken you, you're recognizing their weakness. As they're trying to get away with something, you're keeping more to yourself. So while they are thinking that they're being sneaky and scamming, lying, conniving, all that energy, you're transforming that situation. And eventually it's going to look like as if you didn't do anything at all, which you technically didn't. Because you're like, I didn't have to. You did all the work. I just waited. Right? That's how you're going to transform the situation. All right? They're going to reveal all of their secrets to you because they're going to do all the work. Meaning, you're going to look in anything that looks suspicious to you, you're going to look into it. And you're going to look in, it's going to come easy to you. Come easy to you. And the more easy it comes to you, because what they're trying to do is in your new beginning, right? But it's going to turn into them not having a new beginning, right? Because you're going to be able to move in secret outside of social media. See, the only way that they can control you is through social media. They're going to realize that you never needed social media anyway. You know how to move, right? You may be dealing with an empress, or you are an empress or something like that, but it's something surrounding people not being able to see anything. To them, is you're not getting a new beginning. To them, it's they're not going to be able to support you on social media. Nobody's going to know anything about you. I'm going to get everybody to join the train of not supporting you. You're going to see that as a weakness for somebody, because they're going to have to stand alone when it comes down to this empress. Think about it. If I tell everybody not to help this old lady, right? To say I see an old lady with a walker. Yeah, I don't talk to her. 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 And everybody listens to me, right? Because I'm trying to weaken an old lady, right? Ridiculous. And then somehow this lady was able to not only do what she needs to do to get the point A to point B with her walker, but she was able to do things without anyone's help. And when she do get help, nobody ever sees the person standing next to her. All they know is this lady is achieving a whole lot of stuff, right? So now people are wondering, how in the world can this old lady able to do what they need to do? Who's helping this woman? Do you think for a second they're going to tell these people who's helping her? They're not. They're not going to tell them. You know why? Because she knows all of them came together and said, don't help me, right? They listened to one person, or they listened to what I said and said, hey, don't help that lady, right? So, of course, she has no words for me. And she definitely ain't going to have no words for the people that listen to me, right? And whoever helped her, it's not going to have words for me. I'm not even going to be able to see them. Just like the people that I told not to help this lady, guess what? They're not going to be able to see the help either. And they're not going to have words for them. So now, I don't know what their advantage are. By me not knowing what this old lady's advantage is, becomes my weakness. Right? So if somebody pops out on the bushes on me and attacks me, who can I run and tell? If everybody decide, I'm not talking to you any damn more. You told us not to talk to this woman. This woman still was able to accomplish whatever it is that she able to accomplish. And she got help. And we don't know who's helping. So when I need help, after telling these people not to talk to this woman, whenever I need help, I won't be able to call these people, that I rallied up and said, don't talk to this lady, don't help this lady, right? They're not going to be able to save me if somebody hop out on the bushes on me, right? All I know is they have an ally that I can't see, right? And you know what that ally is telling that old lady? Shh. Tell me more. That person could be anybody. That person could be the sweetest person to that old lady, but the meanest person to the world, right? It's almost like that old lady didn't know that she was being extremely nice to somebody who was extremely dangerous or something like that. That's what I got, right? Yeah. Whatever this transformation is, all right, it's going to allow you to be in some, you're going to go through a major transformation. This is going to allow you to be in, like, being able to stand alone surrounding your change, right? You won't be codependent on anybody because you already know their moves before they move, right? That's the event. That's the advantage, right? Now, what if this old lady, the scenario I use, what if this old lady was a nosy one? What if she know my ins and my outs and my whereabouts? And she knows everybody else's ins and outs and whereabouts. And the person that she was trying to hide was somebody who was known for something, right? That's a dangerous game, right? It's not always good to ostracize and isolate people. Yeah. Whatever this is, you're not going to want anybody's apology because you already know it's not going to be sincere, because that's what they're waiting on, you to let down your guard. But you're not going to ever let down your guard because you already know what it is with these people, right? Yeah. You're like, the secret move is you're not going to be blinded. That's why I literally saw somebody holding a globe. Like, you literally have the world in your hand. So if you want to be in somebody's energy, you really could be in the energy. But then at the same time, if you don't feel like being in the energy, you know how to disconnect yourself because you have mastered detachment. You have mastered accepting apologies that you're never going to receive. You have mastered not being binded to anything that doesn't serve you. You have mastered overcoming things that broke you down, right? Because you were supposed to be sad and crying. You were supposed to be depressed about not having a new beginning. That's what's going to happen to these people. They're going to be sad because the objective was to weaken you. And you're like, no, I have accepted who you are just as well as I accepted myself. So with that being said, all right, save your apologies. I'm good. Okay, we ain't got to kick it, go to no party or none of that. Thank you, baby. And I ain't got to be wrapped up in your drama, because once you get wrapped up in one person's drama, and here come your own drama, okay, that you didn't even ask for. So not only you and somebody else's shit, you got your own shit going on. So you don't want to be binded into that, right? And that's when they're going to come out and say, oh, you never there for me. Why you acting funny all of a sudden? And you're like, no, just lay that shit to rest. I'm good. Whatever you try to put on me, whatever energy you trying to say that I'm attached to, no, I laid that shit to rest. I'm good. I'm good on that, right? Clarified Empress card, Libra Taurus energy. You may be dealing with a Libra Taurus energy. You see this Empress as independent. You see somebody who stands alone. You see this person as someone who just need themselves. This could be you, right? Just standing there looking all beautiful and things just shining. Look at it, just shining so bright. Yeah. You see somebody like, okay, if I need somebody in my life, I'll let you know. You actually witness somebody say, If I want you, it's because if I'm with you, it's because I want to be with you, not because I gotta be with you. If I want to be with you, it's because I want to, not because I got to. Because I got my money, I got my principles, I got everything lined up for myself. I'm very fruitful. I can transform any situation. You see that wand? You see that crown? Okay, you see the twinkle in her eye. It's really giving, right? And this could be you, just sitting pretty. But it's just you're looking at something like you're looking at that laugh. You're looking at a situation like, why treat somebody who sits pretty on their throne or looking handsome on their throne? Why treat me like that? Are you serious? This person got the power to say who stays and who goes. Okay? Same thing. Same thing about you. This person got the power to say who stays. And I got the power to say who stays and who goes. Why do you treat me like that? Meaning, it's not saying that you are above people. It's just a simple fact. If you want to be around some snakes, you'll be around some snakes. Because you know how to outsmart them snakes. If you want to be around some real, genuine people, you could be around some real, genuine people. If you wanted to, if you felt like it. Any other way, chosen one, right? Because I really feel like I'm talking to a chosen one. It's really given, like, if you really, really want to be around people, you would. And it's by choice. Right? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. It's by choice. Alright? Yeah, Emperor reverse and King of Wands. Alright? Wanted to exercise unhealing energy surrounding you. And that's the truth. But they're stuck. Because they don't know your weakness. All they know is their strength. They think they know your weakness. But by them trying to figure you out, you done already figured them out. Right? So it's really giving, like, whoever this is that's trying to come towards you with that craziness real quick, they're going to realize that whatever that they think is going to happen, it's not going to happen in their favor. Right? Surrounding the high priestess. Something is not going to work in their favor. Okay? If anything, things got rebalanced back out. Alright? You may be a King of Cups. We are in Scorpionic energy. But it's really giving, like, whoever this King of Cups is, all right, because you could be dealing with another King of Cups, you're completely confused, all right, about some form of judgment, all right? You could be a King of Cups dealing with another King of Cups, but it's really giving there's a King of Cups that's completely confused about some form of judgment, right? And I think it has a lot to do with what they're choosing to use as a motivation when making wishes, what they're choosing to manifest. You could be a Queen of Cups, all right? But there's a Queen of Cups. You could be a Queen of Cups dealing with another Queen of Cups. There's a Queen of Cups that is somebody you just don't want to work with or have a relationship with. And it has a lot to do with the fact that you feel like they too hell-bent on celebrating sadness. Five of Pentacles energy. It's not motivating you. It's not... It's really making you feel low. It's giving lack. It's putting off the wrong impression, as if you are a hopeless romantic or you are in desperate need of emotional stability, as if you can't stand on your own when it comes down to mastering your own emotions. So you basically, like, you don't want to be seen as somebody who can never master your emotions, okay? Because you feel like that's just another form of whatever that is you tried to overcome in the first place. Like, let's just say you had a temper back in the day, right? And this time you're just trying to come off stern and about your business at this time go around, right? But even then, when you spoke your mind, you made sense to a lot of people. You made sense to yourself. But it was possibly what they might saw it was, oh, your deliverance is what made you sound like you didn't make sense. Even though you made sense, it just didn't make sense to them because of your delivery. This time, this go around, you're like, I know how to approach something now. I know how to speak about something this time. But now that you are approaching that part of you, you feel like somebody's trying to keep you in a state of mind of you still emotionally unstable, because now that you done reached this peak where you're opening your heart, maybe you're going to be too emotional. Maybe somebody might have thought that you was just too fiery, and now they feel like you're just full of water. Any other way, they just feel like however you feel like however something's being done, it's like you feel like you're being labeled as a person who can't master your emotions, or emotionally stable, or something like that. Like any given moment, you're going to explode like that, right? And you feel like they're stereotyping you, and you don't like to be stereotyped. That's the issue you're having. You want to move different, right? My phone dying, y'all, and it's dying quickly, so I gotta. Yeah, you don't like how people represent you. You feel like they transforming into you being, I heard soft. You feel like people trying to treat you like you soft or something. Lord, and you like, I'm going to get on my ego real quick, all right? So you decide to just move forward surrounding something, okay? Because you feel like you leave it in the hands of somebody else. It's going to lead you to doom, is what I heard, right? You may be a celebrity or you seen in the public eye, but you definitely looking at a situation like something just needs to be said, okay? You might have been dealing with Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, or highly significant in your chart, maybe a Gemini or something like that, or you're connecting with a Gemini. But you see that situation, or whoever you're connected with now, whoever, Gemini energy, lovers energy, you don't see that as bad news. You just feel like, the way something has been going is more successful. All right. And the way people trying to end how someone is being seen, all right, should be studied, because you or whoever that you're working with is not in devil energy. Okay. You just feel like people are abusive when it comes down to their power. You could, your energy, Scorpio. All right. You feel like people are abusive when it comes down to their power. Could be dealing with an emperor. All right, or you are an emperor and you have scorpionic energy. But there's an emperor definitely that's, you could be the emperor, you could be seen as a rival, or you becoming someone's rivalry, or there's an emperor that is a rivalry, or whatever this is. Somebody's wedging their ass up in something, okay? Doing something that just comes off as if they're a rivalry, okay? Emperor could be anybody. Emperor could be an older male, could be a female boss, it could be a feminine who have Aries in their chart or something like that. It could be a father figure, a baby daddy, a husband. Did I say boss? I hope I said that. All right. Masculine boss. It could just be somebody who just kind of like, or masculine who just has Aries in their chart. It could be somebody who is represented a certain way, or they respect it in some form of fashion. They just kind of put themselves in the middle of something, right? And it's coming off as a rivalry because of how they going about something, very childish, all right? But to wrap this all up, you feel like whatever this is needs to come to an end, all right? You're like, I don't need no help in that department, all right? It's not taking you places. You feel like something that someone was doing wasn't taking you places. This fell on top of these cards, the fire of 5 and the air of 1. You feel like whatever that happened unexpectedly was smart, okay? All right, because you was about to go into hiding all over again, all right? But someone's intellect rescued you, all right? And you're like, I'm good, nothing else. Don't send nothing else, don't bring nothing else, because I don't like how I'm being seen, okay? All right? You feel like it's emasculating you. If you're masculine, you feel like this shit is emasculating you, all right? And that's not how you want to be seen to someone or to a situation. Like, it's almost like, let's just say you I hope I'm talking to a masculine surrounding this, all right? Or you could be a feminine in this energy, but I really firmly feel like I'm talking to a masculine. It's like other men, I hope you're listening. All right, cross posture, I hope you're listening. This is how someone feels. They feel like If I'm dealing with somebody who has strong dominant presence and they're a female and they have a soft side, but that only shows when the masculine is in their masculine energy. So if they don't present themselves or show up in masculine energy, they feel like a feminine can dominate them. They don't want to abuse the person. They don't want to abuse this feminine. They don't want to exile this feminine because there's too many women out here that's like that, right? So why put yourself in a position to never see the light of day thinking that you can get rid of every woman that possibly thinks like a particular feminine? They just don't look in your direction, okay? So it's not that a feminine who has a dominant presence is detrimental to men. It's just that some men can't handle a dominant woman, right? Which means they haven't mastered some of the insecurities that they deal within themselves surrounding someone. It can be quite intimidating to deal with a dominating woman who's beautiful and have a lot to offer, okay? And very motivated and very, very driven. So, of course, as a masculine, they don't want to be seen as if somebody got to hold them every 5 minutes because somebody hurt their feelings, right? That is something a dominant feminine can do if he always presents himself most of the time as the masculine that she needs, right? So, but that takes a lot of healing to deal with a dominant feminine. It takes a whole lot of healing, right? Because when you're dealing with a dominant feminine, it means she's not 50% healed. She's not 85% healed. She's not 91% healed. She's 100% healed. She's 100%, which means she has surpassed the point in her life where she has time to stop and process building somebody up. She's too far ahead of her time. And if this is somebody who's mature or older, right? They don't want to be shown up by somebody who possibly could be a little bit younger or something like that as more dominating than they could be, because somebody keeps showing them up as somebody who can't handle a fully grown woman. Because a woman, a dominant feminine that's healed 100%, that's a fully grown woman, right? And somebody just don't want to be shown up in that way as if they can't handle something like that, right? Especially if they have been representing themselves as a person who had the world on their back. They don't want to be represented to a woman who can carry the world in her hand. You know what I'm saying? Or the other way around. They don't want to be seen like they can't be on someone's level, right? They have already recognized, you know what? It's not that I can't meet this person's speed. I can't be on this person's speed. I can't be on this person's level. I got to get the people around me to stop making me look like that. Because that a lot of times the people around you take away from you. And the feminine sees that, right? But she also paying attention to see if that masculine recognizes that and knows how to correct it. Okay? I hope this message helped you. My phone is at 3%. Gotta go. Y'all be blessed.